Hello. Hello. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Test. I hope you guys can hear me. Oh, good Lord Jesus, help us all, please. Sometimes this darn stuff just doesn't work to work right. All right. Hopefully. Oh, hell, hey, Ceresia, how are you? Girl, like this thing. Oh, by the way, Ceresia, I need you to email me. I need you to email me so I can send you an invoice for what you ordered. Hello, everybody. So yeah, I'm a little on at different times. I need to get better with that. But I figured I'd come from my my office instead of my studio today and do tomorrow's readings. Hey, SR. I'll do the readings today from here using StreamYard, and yeah, we'll just go from there. God, listen, honey, I was not in the mood to go all the way down them stairs right now. I was up here working. I said, let me just get here and do the darn thing. So, hey, Miss Sharon. So we're going to get started. We're going to get going with the astrology first. And then we're going to pull some standard tarot today. Okay, we're just going to do a little bit loosey-goosey today. Hope everyone is okay. This is going to be for tomorrow application window. Let me bring this up. All right, let me go back. Sorry, guys. There we go. We're going to share that. So this is going to be for March 26th. Okay. Oh, that's not big enough. That's not big enough. Let's just do that all the way. And then we'll go over here and make it a little bit bigger. So hopefully that helps some. So this is for March 26th. And March, I want you guys, the moon enters into Taurus at about 8:30 in the morning Central Time tomorrow. So prepare accordingly. I would prepare for tomorrow to be a day that we are looking at what we value in a really super big way. And look at what we value personally and probably feel a little bit of emotion because a lot of things, maybe even a lot of emotion about it. Because, guys, a lot of things that we value, right, with this Uranus transit is really the apple cart's truly being upset as we speak, right? Things are drastically changing, moment by moment. 1 second, here in the U.S., it looks like there's a stimulus bill. The next second, we've got other people like complaining about what's in it, what's not in it. So this is good. Prepare for a roller coaster of a day tomorrow as the moon comes into approaching Uranus in Taurus and then passes it, relatively early in the day by noon. I would say tomorrow-ish, around noon, maybe 1 o'clock or so, it will have passed it. I'm going to tell you, never mind the houses as they're showing. There's another, nice little event happening. I hate using that word. Right over here as well, though, with the Sun and Chiron and Lilith all conjoining together and being together. That's a lot of personal stuff, right? If I were to say anything about tomorrow, the next couple of days, and I might jump on a little bit later tonight to talk about it, it's going to be an explosive next couple of days. It's going to be, I would really look for it to be rather explosive, and I know some of you guys are probably thinking, Lisa, it's been freaking explosive already. I can't do much more explosions. Like, what the heck else does the universe have that it thinks we can handle? It's literally what we're experiencing over the next couple of days with the moon in Taurus. It'll be approaching Venus later on tomorrow, probably midday or so tomorrow. So, we'll have a little bit of a reprieve there where, I feel like once we get past midday the 27th, things should begin to loosen up and get a little bit easier to handle. But do expect collectively for there to be a lot of kind of volatile energy. So I want you guys to really watch where you're giving your energy to. I want you to really be very aware of emotional ups and downs. If you're not necessarily needing to really monitor news channels and stuff like that, don't. As much as possible, please don't. I wouldn't make any big purchases. If you are thinking about it, now's not the time to make any big purchases, I would say today or tomorrow. I know that today there's been, the 26th, and I'm speaking about this on the 25th in the evening here in the US. So on the 26th, I wouldn't make a lot of big purchases for the 26th or 27th. As far as like not spending like, how can I put this? I've heard a lot of people like talking about buying up stocks, buying up this, buying up that. I wouldn't do that over the next couple of days. I would really be sure you're listening to your higher self in a lot of ways, right? Like, be real attentive to be very attentive to if you're directed to go somewhere or not go somewhere. Be very attentive to, maybe you've been really thinking about starting a website or starting a business out of your home or something like that. Be attentive to hearing that direction, but also be attentive to your reasons why. Why are you really looking to do this right now? Very, very, very attentive to that. Listening, really, really, really listening. Okay. Examining your values. If you've placed your value in something, or, and we've been talking about this for a minute, in something or in, people, or placing your value or placing your self-worth in a job, in a career, and that's how you've like assigned your own self-worth to this, to yourself. You need to look at that. Ideologies, how you view how you earn money, how you view how you live your life. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I can't stress enough that this is an upset of the apple cart to give us the moment to say, maybe some of these things that we valued, we thought was so darn important, really aren't anymore. Hey, Travis. Maybe. So, really be paying attention in a major way to that. We've also got this personal transformation happening. Now, not gonna be able to get as precise as I want, but this personal transformation with Mars, and Mars is separating now itself from Pluto, but it is fast approaching Saturn at just barely, not even quite 1 full degree Aquarius. So Mars will come conjunct Saturn in Aquarius before Saturn goes stationary retrograde and then goes retrograde on May 10th. So it's going to approach it. It's going to get there within the next day or so here. But we do have this conjunction happening of Jupiter and Pluto. So in that regard, it's a fabulous time to be planning your transformation of your own foundation, right? And expanding your own foundation, or at least putting down on paper and making the plan. If we can't depend upon certain types of jobs or whatnot, or companies, right? We can't depend on the government. We can't depend on any of this. This is really all about self-reliance, and this is about becoming independent in a real way, and a very harsh way. I know it's harsh. It is like revolutionary. So it's super important to me. Hey, Shemaya the Shaman. Hey, Renelle. It's really important that we go within and understand that you've got more talents and abilities and capabilities than you realized. That your skill set, what you've gained through your human experience, is much more valuable than you thought it was. Personal transformation in your foundation and achievement. Jupiter in Capricorn is about achievement. So, if you've been saying, oh, I want to do this, or I want to do that, I want to, start reading books, or I want to meditate more, or I want to start a business, or I want to that, now's the time to do it. Now's the time to put yourself in a position where you can be properly in the place for exponential growth, and not just sputtering around, and not just one step, right? Like, being very deliberate about each and every step that you take. I'm being very deliberate about each and every step that I take, even in my own personal, business, and with the channel and all this. Like, I'm very deliberate in everything that I'm doing, knowing that it's going to blossom into something once we get past this upheaval at the very beginning of 2020 here. Once we get past this big upheaval, as things settle, I want to have my foundation in place, right? So that I can grow at an exponential rate, so that I can live my purpose in an exponential rate in a huge way, and so that I can fulfill my purpose. But I got to get past this Chiron stuff here, right? Healing this. So the sun is like right there. It just passed Chiron, or it will on the 26th. It'll pass Lilith on the 26th, into the 27th, and just get past it. And so that is really not only where we've felt this, personal affront or personal injury, but then also what our response has been to it. And breaking ourselves from actually having, the same old response, and instead saying, I'm not going to really just abide by all these social rules and all the rules of the matrix as it's been put forth to me. However, what I am going to do is break bad. I'm going to break bad, and that's going to allow me to overcome and get past all of this. As well as we have the cosmic powers of fortune right here in Leo. right? Trining. So this is a great day. This is a great day for abundant thinking. But just know that, just be aware that your emotions are going to potentially be tried and tested, right? You're going to feel differently about some things and look differently at some situations, people, places, things, ideologies, ways you've operated. And you're going to be like, I never thought that I could overcome this and look at it differently. But you can. Because don't forget that's trining everything that's going on in Capricorn as well. It's in perfect agreement. Hey, Janet. Yes, all wrapped in one. Exactly. Hey, Tiffany. Yes, changes that are happening with you. You're nervous and you're excited at the same time. Exactly. And that's exactly how we expect to feel that way for the next couple of days, guys. I wish I could sugarcoat it. I wish I could say it's going to be easy, but it ain't. And I'm not going to, I would rather say that to you than not. So just be aware of it. Be very conscious of your energy. Be very conscious of your thoughts. If you feel yourself kind of going down in a little bit of a depression about it because, oh my gosh, this is so different. And this could be any aspect in any area of your life. Okay? Any aspect or any area. The other thing I want you guys to pay attention to is, Venus sextiling Pisces. I mean, Neptune in Pisces. Like, that's just beautiful. Okay, that's what your dreams, what you've always wanted to do deep down inside. I feel like over the next couple of days, you'll begin to fall in love with it all over again and really honestly believe that it is completely possible and you can do it, okay? But just know you're going to be on that roller coaster, okay? Travis, we don't talk like that in this chat. I'm not going to talk ill of the president. That's the last thing we need right now. Energetically, guys, we can't. We cannot be talking ill of the president. Because think about it. If you're sending out that energy, that's the energy he's receiving. And that's the last thing we need right now. Yes, I wish we could take his Twitter away from him sometimes. And Lord knows I wish that sometimes he just wouldn't talk. But I don't even want to get there. Let's not go there right now. Ooh, child, I can't do it. I can't do it right now. All right, here we go. No, honey, we're fine. We don't need to do that. Let's go on and get it done. It has been weird. But I will say this. I think a lot of people are going to be quite surprised once this is all said and done. We are in not even the eye of the storm. We've passed through the eye of the storm where it's calm. And now I'm telling you, this is leading up to what's probably going to be the most of the storm, but it's like the harshest. But it will calm down. Honest to God, it will. And I think you guys are gonna be pleasantly surprised once we see how this is over. All right, let's get to the tarot. Okay, let's start with Aries, the Empress. Interesting, Aries. You are the emperor, which is usually the stubborn one, right? It's going to go this way. It's going to go this way. And you, though, I'm going to ask you to kind of embody some of that divine feminine energy tomorrow. So be easier on yourself on the 26th, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Be easier on yourself. than you might have been the last couple of days, especially with the new moon. Have that divine feminine energy. No, Sharon, you're not stubborn. You're not, baby. But direct. Aries can be very direct, right? It's like, whoop, right? Like you make a decision and y'all just do it. And I love that about you. I'm an Aries North Node. I love it. But I needed to back up a little bit. I needed to halt a little bit. I needed to slow down a little bit. And then I needed to then I need you just to be nicer to yourself and to others. I need some of that soft, divine, feminine energy, because if you don't soften it a little bit, it's going to be very difficult for you to accept the seeds that are being planted. The seeds that are being planted, right? Okay. Everybody focus right here. Okay. Here. All right. So this way that kicking your nurturer, a ram is very protective of, the group, the tribe, right? And allow that energy to take flight, right? To take precedence, and nurture and protect, because you're being like given something really, really, an energy that's really, really going to be exciting. And I can see that you're going to also be receiving sun, moon, and rising, some really amazing passions, ideas, yeah, and just inspirations. That's what I'm looking for. Inspirations. All right, Aries. Okay. All right, Aries is done. Let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, 7 of Cups. I'm going to try to get this so you guys can see it. 7 of Cups, Taurus. Confusion, and I understand why. Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. Confusion. I think, Taurus, you felt like you had things figured out. And you're like, okay, I'm used to this. I know we're moving quickly. I know it's moving, just like rough. But I need you to, and so now there's like more, it's like how much more revolution, how much more interruption to the daily routine, how much more can be moved and removed, how much more can my cheese be moved, so to speak. If you guys have never heard of, there's a book that's like, Who Moved My Cheese? It's all about change. So there's a bit of confusion setting in. Expect it, roll with it. Like, you don't have to know everything on the 26th. Let things begin to play out on the 26th, March 26th, sun, moon, and rising for Taurus. Let things begin to play out so that you can see the end results. Okay, you need to be able to see the end results, but you can't see the plan right now, and because you're not meant to see the plan. So don't try. Okay, don't try. Just don't get into depression over it. Just roll with it. And that's, I know, difficult, but just try to roll with it, okay? All right, guys. You'll be fine. I know you will. Gemini, 3 of Cups. Gemini, 3 of Cups. Okay, so Gemini, I'm hearing 2 different things for this. For some of you guys, it is, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel and you're getting ready to celebrate. Hey, Nene. Hey, Dee. You can celebrate, right? For others of you, I think you've brought in too many cooks into the kitchen. Brought too many cooks in the kitchen. And now it's like you got different, you got too many voices, and now you're kind of having to split your time amongst, and your energy amongst different people that have differing points of views on your direction, the direction you should go, or the direction this group should be going, right? And, or this project or whatever it is you guys are working on. So for those of you that it's the time of celebration and you completely embrace that, awesome. I want you to feel that way. I want you to celebrate. Don't get cocky. Don't get full of yourself. All right? Don't get too sure. But for those of you that have like brought in too many cooks in the kitchen and now you're like, I don't know who to listen to, you're probably going to have to wait a day or so and then just see which one you really do need to work with. You may end up having to hurt somebody's feelings, but I hope not. But I feel like you got too many voices, and unless you cut some of those voices out and start listening to your own, it's not gonna work. It doesn't end well. Okay, so trust your gut, trust yourself, trust your higher self, listen to your higher self, and don't be afraid to go on and just say, hey, this isn't going to work for me. This isn't going to work for us. We're just going to move forward. Okay. All right, Cancer, 8 of Pentacles. Cancer, the 8 of Pentacles. You know, you two playing games. Anyway, Cancer, 8 of Pentacles. Cancer, we got to buckle down and do the work. We got to buckle down and do the work. The 26th is Sun, Moon, and Rising Cancer, is a day where we can't just be, oh, I got this idea, and oh, I got that idea, and oh, I got this idea. What kind of games for Gemini, Travis? Stick around. I'll answer that when we're done. Cancer. So we can't just be running around doing and just having fun. We're going to have to buckle down and actually put our nose to the grindstone and do it. Because we're in a position and at a point where nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody's coming to rescue us. There's not a knight in shining armor that's coming down the hill. Also, Cancer, there's not an assistant that's just going to pop up out of nowhere. There's not somebody that's going to come on here, and there's no maid coming. It's not happening. It's just not happening. First of all, we all on shelter in place. So the maid can't even come clean your house anyway. So it's, we have a lot of great ideas and they are wonderful. But at some point you have to put in the work yourself, because Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, nobody else is going to get your vision like you get your vision. Nobody else. Nobody else is going to love your vision and be like completely in tune with your vision like you. Okay. So It's time for you to put your work in. Okay, Leo, how appropriate. Leo, sun, moon, and rising. The sun. This is the second of your cards. Major Arcana. Yeah, I have not yawned all day. Why do I yawn when I get on here with y'all? I don't know. Leo, the 26th. The 26th is a real good day. I see a lot of things shaking loose. I see a lot of things improving. I see you being able to see a way out, a way up. I see I see where you're going to know who to partner with. I see where you're going to be able to contracts. I'm hearing for some future contracts. Leo, I would be looking for unexpected money to come in, unexpected resources. Thank you. Sorry, not money, resources. Unexpected resources for whatever it is you need. Okay, so I would be looking for that to come in on the 26th. Brighter day, like I feel like Leos, you're gonna feel the best that you felt in a while. Again, the Pars of Fortune is transiting your sign. So this is an abundant time. 25th, 26th, maybe into the 27th. It's gonna be a very abundant time for Leos. Okay. Yes, I do have spirit guides that I hear, Travis. Virgo, Ace of Wands. Inspirational ideas, Virgo. Like, there's a cloudiness that's been kind of hanging over you, a haziness, Virgo. And that haziness, I feel, is being lifted briefly so that when we come into the full moon on the 7th of April, you'll really know, like, where to go. Like, you will know where to direct your energy and where to release it, what to release it over, what to release it over, and what not to. And I feel like your mood's lifting, Virgo. Your mood's really lifting, where you've been kind of like not happy with what's going on. Of course, you're like the health nuts, right? Like you are the ones that help keep us in line in that regard. But I sense there's going to be a great inspiration in you and for you, with you, that new ideas, sun, moon, and rising. And maybe a little bit more for yourself than for anybody else. So don't feel like you got to force it on everybody. This one's for you, okay? This one's for you, very intimate and unique to yourself, to just kind of help you lift your energy and also help you in this time of planting, to know what to plant and to believe in the harvest. All right. Okay. Scorpio, sun, moon, and Libra. Ooh, Libra. Okay. Well, I'm not happy for you either, but Libra, sun, moon, and rising, 9 of Swords, full of anxiety. March 26th, sun, moon, and rising, 9 of Swords, anxiety. What are you anxious about, honey? And I guess I get it. Like, if I'm going to look at this darn chart, Yeah, I get it. Wow, Libra, you have... Oh, I don't know why I just said the full moon, and the full moon's going to be in Libra. You're anxious right now. You've got the sun opposing your sun. Cheese and rice. Chiron's opposing your sun. Lilith's opposing your... You're really not sure what this darn Aries energy is going to do, and you feel like the world is just going crazy. There's no balance, and there isn't. And you're right. You're exactly right. You're not going to get the balance that you seek for a little while, though. Okay, Libra? Libra, sun, moon, and rising. Understand that all of this changing and these tower, like, it feels like it's been one tower moment after another. Like one tower moment after another. Holy cats. I knew you were going to ask me that. I don't see us coming into full balance again, Libra, until your full moon on the 7th. Now, it's going to ease up as the moon gets into Gemini in 2 days. It'll ease up then, because then the emotional state of the planet isn't going to be like, the ideas come then, right? Ideas come and we get real super passionate about those ideas and we put things into motion, and that's going to help bring things into balance. But on a huge level, on a global kind of cosmic level, the this balance of feminine rising and masculine kind of debilitating, and coming back down and taking a partnership position rather than a lordship position. That's what you're feeling. You're feeling a complete energetic shift to fairness, true blind justice, true self-direction, right? True independence. What can we do about this anxiety? Libra, what can we do about this anxiety? I would continue to tell them, like, be sure that what you're seeing and what you're feeling anxious about is real. Like, is it just, the family down the road you saw came in from wherever and had like a complete carload full of toilet paper, and you're like, dang it, I'm down to my last 6-pack of toilet paper. Okay, so yeah, that's like not cool, but could you go down to the neighbor and get some if you needed it, right? Like, what's really like able to be changed and balanced? What can you really work? What can you really do? And what can't you do? What can you really affect change on in your personal world, and what can't you? So taking one step at a time. This is a transit. The moon is only where it's going to be at for about 2 days. This is not a permanent placement. So just ride the wave. You got to ride the wave of change too. A lot of upsetting the apple cart. A lot of change. This is like one long tower moment. Scorpio, Three of Pentacles. Scorpio, Three of Pentacles. Partnerships that you've been working on, friendships that you've been working on, friendships that maybe haven't worked well up until now. I see you forging new ones. I swear I haven't yawned like this all day. I see you forging new ones, and I see potentially you getting rid of other ones. I think you're about done vetting some people. You almost done, Scorpio? You this close? So I think we're done vetting some people, and we're ready to put the group together as it's supposed to be. I'm sorry, y'all. I really don't mean to make y'all yawn. Child, I'm tired, and I don't even know why I'm tired. I don't get it. Oh my goodness. I thought somebody was saying something else. I'm sorry. So I do see these relationships forging, okay? And getting stronger. So as you kind of decided you're cool, you're not. And there's probably going to be a little bit more. And I'm going to tell you, though, the tried and true friends are going to help you through the next couple of days. Because with the moon opposing Sun, Moon, or Rising and transiting Uranus, that's a lot of heavy energy on a Scorpio. That's a lot of saying, what in the heck do you really value? That's a lot making you question everything all over again. Did I really mean to manifest this in my life? Should this be here? Should this not be here? Do they really mean good by me? How can I leverage this, leverage that? That's a lot for y'all's information. It's an overload. So there's people that are in your life that are meant to help you ground that. This is grounding. Three of Pentacles, Scorpio is grounding energy. Pentacle, Earth. Okay, not water, not fire, not air, Earth. So let whoever is in your life that's close and that you trust help you ground. Okay, let them do that. Sagittarius, Ace of Pentacles. Sag, this is a darn good card for you. I ain't seen as good of a card in a minute. New starts. Sagittarians, get to know a Sagittarian, child. Because look like they getting it. Them Sagittarians and them Leos is getting it. Getting it. Yeah, new starts. Hey, Glam Beauty. New starts, Saggies. New starts. It's gelling together. So while everybody else is the rug's been ripped out of everybody else, Saggies, I feel because you are able to be mutable and able to be flexible with how you actually live out your ideas and passions. Yeah. You're coming out on top because you're able to kind of move and be mutable with it, right? So yeah. All right, my babies. I love my Saggies, y'all. Go ahead on, get it. Ace of Pentacles is that card of everything comes together, and now we get to manifestation. It's the beginning of abundance, right? It's the beginning of abundance. So I love it. Go for it. I mean, somebody needs to be getting something good out of all this. A lot of us are getting a lot of good out of it. I shouldn't say that. That's not right. Okay, anyway, let me not speak ill over the illness, as my granddaughter calls it, the illness. She can't go to school because of the illness. I know we're running through these, aren't we? Cappies, 2 of Wands. Cappies, 2 of Wands. Y'all got a decision to make. This is different from the 2 of Swords too, because not only is this a decision you have to make, you got to make it now. I'm feeling some Cappies might be in a little bit of a quandary. Hopefully this isn't a decision you have to make that's impacting health. What? That's impacting health or financial stability, but it may be Cappies. It's almost like you got to choose sides. And you may have to re-choose your side. Some of you have chosen a side and chosen a direction, and now you're like, dang it, that didn't work. So you're going to cut bait and go on and move to another space? Can you move to that other space? Oh my goodness, Glam, yes. Can you move it? Can you remove it? Can you change up? But you're going to have to do something, because what you're doing right now is not working. And again, with all those planets in your house right now, this is the time for personal change towards achieving something different. Moving could be physical as well. It could be time for a physical move. But you got to make the decision. We have to make the decision. We don't have time to dilly-dally, and I think that's why that 2 is the 2 of Wands, not the 2 of Swords. Because the 2 of Wands, I feel like it's lighting a fire under your butt. Do you? Okay. Aquarius, 9 of Wands, defend your position. Aquarius, this isn't a time for you to be pushing forward, trying to gain new ground. Remember, right after this is the 10 of Wands, which is picking up your own burdens and walking away, like carrying your own load and not carrying everybody else's. So this is a time for you to defend your position, Aquarius. This is not a time for you to take on everybody else's ish. Not a time for you to do it. Do you understand? Not a time for you to do it. Okay? So, defend your position, set your proper boundaries. This is not, don't be taking everybody else's stuff on. We're going to need you to help with the groupthink in a minute. But right now, do you? Okay, set your boundaries. Please set your boundaries. Please, Aquarius, set your boundaries. Otherwise, you're going to take on way too much and it's going to overload you and it's not going to be good. Okay? Promise you that. Promise you that. As someone who knows. All right. And last but certainly not least. Oh, Pisces. Page of Cups. Oh, Pisces. Who are you telling you love, baby? You just feeling lots of new emotions, honey. It's just emotion. That Bee Gees song popped in my head. You know I'm older, a woman of a certain age. So the Bee Gees song popped in my head from Saturday Night Fever. Anyway, who? So either you deliver something, or somebody you got a new friend coming in, a new friend, or you just got all these new feelings, new emotions. Could be about yourself, could be about somebody else. I usually don't hear the love thing, so y'all might be, either renewing some love, feeling some love. You know what I'm saying? Glam. Trevor's gonna be like, I'm tired of these old ladies in this room. Anyway, yeah, I just feel like it's just a change in your atmosphere, a change in your energy, where you're realizing things aren't as gloomy and doomy. Love isn't on your side. Stop. Gloomy and doomy as you might have thought. Okay, so I just feel an energy shift for you, a brightness. Well, see, I'm tired of you. I feel a brightness coming to you, right? And we need that right now. We need you to be a little bit brighter as we're entering into a time where we need the intuitiveness and the intuitive gifts and the sight. So, this could be somebody that's also gifted coming to you, baby. I'm not ruling out LOVE love, honey. I'm not ruling it out. A little immature, so this could be a little puppy love. The beginnings of it, right? It's just blossoming a little bit, just poking its head up out of the ground. But, I'm going to take that as a wide range. In other words, March 26th, sun, moon, and rising Pisces, the day brightens. Okay? It's going to be a lovely day. A lovely day, right? It's going to be a lovely day. All right. All right, that's that. So at this juncture, typically I sign off. But who had somebody had a question or two. YouTube is playing. They is playing with the lives. Travis, you had a question, right? Oh, you had a personal question. Boy, get in touch with me on IG for that. Get in touch with me on IG. Because I like to keep this to a certain length of time so that people know to watch it. Okay? All right, guys. I'm going to get on out of here. Okay? Don't forget to go to my website, though. New website's almost done. Go to my website and come on, hello. Really? Anyway, I got 40% off. Oh my God, I'm so tired of this. 40% off of all live sessions. So packages of 3, packages of 12, all of that. I've got 40% off, okay, of all that. So go over there, check her out. We might be on later because where else y'all gonna go? But I got a couple of things I gotta do first. Yes, I've eaten once today. I gotta go eat again. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Namaste.